Right. Is everything working? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, right. And another stream. It doesn't feel like I've had any days in between streaming, but we've had. So I've been doing a little bit of work off stream. I've been tracing the chest armor. That's the detailing, and you can't see it because the light is too bright. We'll see that. I'll show you in later. And literally 5 minutes before I started streaming, my little silhouette cameo finished trying to cut out this detailing. I don't have a laser printer, a laser cutter. I wish I did. It would have made some of these things a lot easier. But yeah, we'll see how we go around with this. It's just going to be an idea what sizing I need. Because if I know how much I made measurements and then how much, if that's the right size, then I can try and fiddle about and try and do the rest of it. And I'm still debating how I'm going to do it. I can, this is 1mm foam. I can cut it out of this 1mm foam and then probably use some foam clay to make more of the details. I have enough little tools for clay work to try and make like the petals and the details that it has. It looks like a very mostly all like flowers and that sort of detail work. I was very lucky. I was literally Googling, trying to figure out what he used for, because you could see in the image that a lot of it was drawn, but the detailing on the armor and on the helmet, it was the same detailing, but it was more detailed than the rest of it what he's drawn. So I was like, I wonder if Mike used an inspiration image or something, just an image that he incorporated into the artwork. A lot of digital artists do that these days, and then just add it in. And by luck, I googled Victorian chest armor, and I found the exact image. Apparently, it's in the Metropolitan Museum in New York. And guess what? They have a very, very detailed pictures of it. So I've been literally going into my... I use GIMP. I hope Affinity one of these days will do a half-off offer again. Then I will buy Affinity programs. But for now I'm using the free GIMP. And I will... I literally open a new layer, a transparent layer, and literally just drew over and all the detailing and got out into like what it is, and then saved that and send it to my Silhouette. In Silhouette Cameo you have a program that you can set the lines. I still haven't found the perfect settings for foam for the Silhouette Cameo 4. It's not cut through completely, but it has quite a lot of detail, so I can just use my precision cutters and cut out all the details and have a good look, see how it would look on there, and whether I could use that as a basis for the rest of the detailing on there, because I do think that's the only way I'm going to be able to figure out that. I got out my new pot of glue because these horns have really a lot of pressure, so even the tape is letting go. So I have to go and glue them together. And then I also did make some holes in the bottom chin strap, so we can glue in some of the magnets that I want to do. I've got the super glue I always have. If there's too much space around, I have got my glue gun ready as well, my hot glue gun, just in case. But I literally used my Dremel. Well, it's not a Dremel. It's a Parkside little version of a Dremel, and just literally a little oval Dremel, and just make holes. And we'll do that for the faceplate as well. We're literally going in I did work on the faceplate as well a little bit, trying to make it fitting, but I didn't get a lot of chance because it started raining today, and it's been raining this weekend. So it's, send some good weather this way because the weather is annoying. So, but yeah, that's kind of what we've been working on. The temperature here just keeps fluctuating between 20 degrees and 10 degrees, so I don't know what it is these days, but hopefully June will give us some better weather and I can actually be outside and work in my garden. So yeah. Also, I got out my foam clay because the points of the horns aren't completely closing. So I'll probably be filling that in with foam clay to make them a proper point, and then just sanding them and making them perfect the way they should be. So what else did I do? Not much. I've also been working a little bit on my chainsaw, of course, for my Sisters of Battle cosplay. So yeah, I've been busy. But there's things I still need to do. So I want to get the magnets in. I want to get the horns glued and ready. And then we can glue the horns, or see if we can figure out where I want to place the horns, that they are the correct 50 degrees. And then we can chill, and I might have to do this off stream because this is a lot of muttering of me going ah, and try and get this to fit properly. And I still have to put the eyes in, and you can see I started sanding the inside so I can make it a little bit thinner. But yeah, I still need to put the eyes in. On her mask, she's got 4 little holes, on the bottom of the mask. It shows 4 holes, so I need to put those in. And then I need to figure out with the detailing, because this is why I traced the detailing that I have here, because this is where the eyes are, near the eyes, to see how I can hide and the eyes and at least have some sort of vision. But yeah, applications for handlers in other countries, I might have to pick some up, say, I need someone to help me, because, I'll have to put at least pockets in a skirt, at least one pocket, because if I'm going to do the idea of the smoke near the bomb coming out of my hand, I need to have either a switch, or I need to, which is, you can't see my other hand, so it's nice to have or use a remote control. So use an RFID remote control to control the little motor that will blow out the smoke. So there's lots of things that I've been working on. I've ordered some more samples for wool because of the fact that I had to send some wool back because I didn't get the 2.5 meters that I ordered. B, it had a hole in it. And the other fabric that they sent, I'm pretty sure, 100% sure, they sent me different fabric. Because the fabric I had chosen was woven, and this is knitted. And there's 2 different things. Knitted has a stretch, and the one that I chosen did not have a stretch, because knitted fabric has a different backing, so you can't use it, you have to line it. And woven fabric you can often use without lining, and if I want to make the skirt, I don't want to put any lining in. I may have to do something. I need to figure out how I'm going to put on all the soutache braiding without lining. It might have to be a lot of hand stitching. I don't want to do any hand stitching, but hey, it's one of those. So right now, see if I can show you, because I forgot to check my setup. Yeah, it's alright. It's not the best vision, but so I literally traced part of the armor. Like I said, I literally put it into a graphics program. If you have Photoshop, use Photoshop. Whatever Photoshop you use, GIMP is free, so it's really great. Added a layer, a transparent layer, and literally just drew out. If on my social media, I put a little video where you can see where I'm tracing it all off. Now my silhouette is not great at cutting foam, and you can see. Can you see it? You can see a little bit. You can see a little bit where it's dragged the thing over, but it's not gone all the way through. So I have to cut it out. But that will do that later, because these horns, when I glue them, they can dry. Because that's going to be a pain. Now, one of the things I did was sand this a little bit. So let me make this a little bit smoother. I can take off all the tape, because I need to have it flat anyway too. One of the reasons I think that it continuously fell over, kinda. So now it sits a bit more flat. There we go, that's better. Yes. And then we can, once we glue these and they're solid, we can glue them on top. So I really wish I had a wider angle that I could show you, but yeah, we'll have to figure something out. I need a lot of things, and I just don't have the money for it. So actually, I might do this in parts. So glue this, leave that together. And then take these off and then do that and see if that's kind of how I did my my ankle armor, I think, because there was too much pressure and it kept wanting to come apart. So let me be smart and get gloves out. Ta-ha! There we go. That's one of the magnets. You go there for a sec. Oh, that's my ruler from my other desk. So I have a ruler there as well. It's kind of why I have multiple rulers, because I need them everywhere sometimes. Right, I grabbed a new pot of glue to make sure we've got maximum adhesion. I need this. Here we go. Ta-da! I just find it so funny you can see my hands through. Anyways, right. Alright, and the other side. We'll do a thin layer. Make sure I get it on all sides. Stay there. Do it on the other side as well. I need to move this. And always important, wear a mask when sanding. Yeah, out of the way. There we go. Yeah, I tried some blue tape on this one. Because it just... Work. Alright, so let's see. Oof. The other one next to it. Stay there. Okay. Oh, fuck. Not that much. On the other side. No, don't stick the... Oh. Why am I getting glue strings? I hate glue strings. Yoink. Right. And by the way, I saw an interview with Mike Francina, the person who'd done the artwork for the Artillery Witch, and Jimin, who is the main story developer, I guess, game design in principle. It's not video game, but a tabletop game design to develop like the stories around it. And it's interesting hearing about how Mike developed his art style and how he talked about the helmet, and he couldn't think of the word for the headgear because it's specific headgear, and I just posted underneath it saying it's a double Henin, Henin, because that's the headgear style that was very popular in that time. They started with one, and then apparently out of prestige somebody wore two. Because I debated it on stream before, thinking like, is it Maleficent? Because kind of witch as well, because he's got a double Henin hat as well. The 2 points. So, but no, he literally researched Victorian times and stuff like that. So that's where a lot of it come from. So that's why I'm still. Everything I'm going to make, I want to make it very in a Victorian era type idea. Even though World War One wasn't Victorian, I guess she's a little bit old-fashioned. I mean, she's got the big ruff, which was actually more, it was Victorian times. The soutouche braiding is more Edwardian, which is about till 1910. World War One was 1914. So, I think a little bit of a mixture, but like make her a little bit more old-fashioned. So I think that'd be so when I'm making the shirt, I'm gonna make it like a fitted Victorian shirt. It's gonna be a 3/4 circle skirt, which was normal to be worn back then as well. And I probably have to make something like an underskirt because they did used to wear that. So I'll have to think about that. So let's see. No, come on. Perfect. Tiny bit of a ridge, but not massive. Right. Sorry, I need a tea. And even though I lived in the UK for 17 years, they still haven't convinced me to put milk in my tea, so it's still a normal brew. I'm wondering, because like Canada, Australia, and all those places, were under British Commonwealth. I wonder if they put milk in their tea. I wonder. I don't know. Alright, that's one side. Come on. Alright. This one is... feels alright. Okay. I'm gonna go and do this side just bit by bit. So... Come on. Come on. Okay. That's one side. go up. Come on. All right. Okay. And number 2. Right. I have to wait for a second. Ah. I need to empty that bin soon because it's getting full. Almost there. Stay. There you go. Yeah, I can't wait to get everything done on this. I will be, so if you're already not following me on YouTube, I am going to make a couple of videos that are not going to be streamed because I have to use the floor of my living room because my table here is way too small to do the things I need to do. One of the things I'm going to do is some of the fabric that I got, some of the wool, is too light, so I am going to try and use a acid dye to darken it. That's going to be an interesting experiment. But yeah, I can't really do that here either. I need to have a big piece of plastic, big tub, hot water. I'm just going to do that off stream, but I'm going to film it because there's so many times I'm like, oh yeah, I did this off stream, and you're like, that seems interesting. Also, warning, ad. You might be in ad jail. So, but yeah. Oh. Sorry, I had to do something there. So that's getting there. Because it's only a thin layer on a thin piece, so come on, stay there. Stay. Thank you. Right. I need to figure out where I'm going to put the magnets on the faceplate type area. So I've got 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe? 6 should be enough. Right, let's try and see if I can. Alright, everybody's back, okay. Hey, Henrik! Very horny. I'm gluing them together. Little bit by little bit. I saw Fraxi was flying, but I didn't see you, so I assumed you were having dinner. I thought so. Poke them! Tell them to come here! There's a bit of a hole there. It's not. Other than that, it is gluing really well together. Right. Right. And we'll fill that up. Right. Moving on to the next bit. I think that I'm glad I decided not to take all the tape off and then do it step by step, because I do think that has helped getting the edges together. Let's go. Chappy! Oh, thank you so much for resubscribe. 8-month streak. Yeah, when I ever saw that, I didn't think I'd get any subscriptions, and now I've got so many. Well. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, well, look. My hands are see-through, but, you know, that's just witchcraft. I should do this, didn't I? There we go. Yes, we're gluing them together. And then we can have a look and see if... I have some detailing I want to try for size. I know! It's funny, isn't it? That's almost a 3-hour job. Well, you know how some of the books I read, Henrik. How they describe like she couldn't put two hands around it, you know. It's funny though, because like the Sisters of Battle is like a fucking battle nun, and then the artillery witch is literally a witch from hell. So I'm literally playing two people on different sides. Alright, so you move over there. And let's... Don't... Just lie still like that. Stay. Stay. Thank you. So yeah. Whee! Ah, come on. Battle with... Well... At the moment, if I look at my YouTube streams, you know, I literally, I put my unedited VODs, as you know, on my YouTube streams. Hello everybody on YouTube that watch. And the Artillery Witch cosplay gets the most views. So not sure if it's, you know, worth combining. No wig. I want this. I'm so happy this is a cosplay without a wig. Then again, I do have about probably about a dozen wigs. It's, you know. It's not like I have enough options of wigs. Let's just say it that way. Forever, if I ever get to a point I'm losing my hair, and have enough wigs to wear. Right. I've also been discussing in my head, even if I may make like a helmet cover, like not for the helmet, for my head cover, and then use something to connect the helmet to the helmet cover. I still think it might move. If this doesn't sit still on my head, that if I move my head, it moves the mask, but I could move my head and the helmet moves, or the helmet moves without me moving my head. I need to think of a way of putting something in there that it will hold on and not move, so it moves with my head. So I will have to have a think. No, it's not dry yet. So you probably didn't see because you weren't here at the beginning. So I put some holes at the bottom where the chin's connecting. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I need to think about how, because if a helmet cover could move if it's not tight enough. So I have to have a think. But so yeah, I made some holes already in the bottom of where the chin's gonna be, like where this is gonna be, so that I can I will glue the magnets in, so that can, you know, be ready and done and that's how I'm going to do the faceplate as well. But I wanted to, because I don't want to put tape there all the time, because that will give a good idea of how it will move if, you know, it moves with my hands, my head, or if it moves without my head moving. So I'll have to have a play around with that. I'm still waiting for this to dry a little bit more because I put a little bit too much on. But yeah. I'll show you. So I literally been playing in my. I have a program called GIMP, which is like Photoshop but just free. So I literally been tracing the details that are on her helmet. Well, actually, you use this from the chest armor because I have an image of the chest armor of that he used as an inspiration. So I've literally just added a layer, a transparent layer, and then literally traced that all around. And this is what sits in between her eyes, in principle. Because I need to figure out, I need to have eye holes that are kind of hidden within the detailing. So size-wise and how I'm going to do that. Because I will just be using like this kind of fabric. Like it's see-through. Well, kind of see-through. So I need to figure out how I'm going to do that, what fabric I'm going to use. Well, thing is, like, what I did was I cut it out of one. I have a silhouette cameo, so it's like a little cutter. It's not really meant for foam. I mean, I wish I had a laser cutter, but I don't. So I cut out. You can't really see it really properly. But the dice I made for Honvik and Fraxi, the Deep Rock Galactic dice, I used my cutter as well to cut out the little logo, the Ghost Ship logo. And I'm going to have a look and see if I put this 1mm foam on and then be able to work with a bit of foam clay and make it look like it's that. But I want to be a bit more accurate than a lot of people are doing. So yeah, I'm really going pretty much that way. I'm not gonna make up my own thing like one of the girls is doing. She has her own. She's got a laser cutter as well, so you know I'm jealous. But she made her own design in how she's going to do the helmet. Yeah, I mean, if I think about it, and if I want to enter this ever into a cosplay competition, then I want it to be, because this is I'm not using the miniature as an inspiration. I actually using this image as an inspiration. So I'm going to try and be as accurate as possible. So, because that's bonus points. It's like why I want to do the soutage braiding, like the braiding on top of the skirt, because that was very much of the period, and when I want to keep the clothing very much for the period, and using the same techniques. Although I might not hand sew a lot because I hate hand sewing. But I definitely want to make it like she come from the period that she's from. So that's why I'm not making a dress. I'm making a skirt and a top because that was very normal for that time. It wasn't, dresses weren't as weren't used as much. They started getting used more in that period, but in Victorian times it was a skirt and a top because you were wearing a stay, you were wearing layers underneath to give you that silhouette that was very popular in the period. So really like dresses really didn't come in until later. So that's why. Also because for my body type, it's far easier to make a skirt and top. So I mean, that's why I'm literally in my programs. Yeah, I mean, I follow someone. I follow a couple of people on YouTube, seamstresses, like the Closet Historian and Bernadette Benner, who use, you know, like Bernadette Benner even sews on a 1930s sewing machine. So they use a lot of they do a lot of stuff that's like very of the period. They do a lot of hand sewing. The Closet Historian shows you how she makes all her own patterns, so she never does any for that. So although Closet Historian is more like 1940s. Occasionally she goes earlier. So yeah, it's something that I've been wanting to use anyway, so it's a good excuse. It's when World War One came around where there's 1910s to 1920s is when the silhouette for women changed a lot more, where they became more less curved and more like the 1920s with the straight flapper dresses, so a little bit more freedom for women. So, and then in the 1940s is when really people started wearing trousers more. So yeah, clothing history is very interesting. That's why the reason I'm using wool for all the clothing. I could use polyester, and some of the clothing has a combination of the two because working with wool is difficult. But the fabric for the cape is 100% wool because that's what was used in the time. In the World War One, the uniform for the soldiers were wool. So. All right. I mean, I'm going to put a zipper in my skirt, which, may not be that authentic, but it's like, just easier. I can do a lot of things authentically, but I'm not into it's not a historian costume play. It's just I want it to look like it could be. Right. Of course. Of course, whoever was stupid enough to open the gates to hell, in 1066 during the Crusades. Yeah, I can't. I'm not a hand sewer, so I will definitely not make it by hand. I will have to do some of it, but right. Get in there. Come on, let's go. Yes. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to buy some more wool because the wool that I got wasn't. I think I still say to this day that they sent me the wrong stuff. And then dye the 5 meters of wool that I have. That's just too light, so I make it a bit darker. So, and I need to start looking into getting the fabric for the ruff. So that's going to be an interesting thing to do. But yeah, once the helmet is fully together, I'm not going to do all the detailing yet. I'm just doing this test to see if I'm liking it, and I want to have the helmet and the faceplate and everything ready. That when I start, because the chest armor is similar. Yes, I'm dying to get the right wool. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to find a way of setting up a camera in my living room so I can show when I'm dyeing the fabric. Because it's something I can't do on stream. So, because it requires hot water, it requires a lot of things, so it's not something I can do. I need to do some tests. So, I'm gonna just do a setup so that I can film it, and then I'll put it on YouTube and make an edited video for a change. So, how are we doing? Are we almost there? We're almost there, right? So yeah. Then we can glue in the magnets. Then we can glue the horns on, or at least start placing them on there. So we can start figuring out where they're going to be. So, yeah. And also, like, I mean, I will probably, when I start working on the cape and the skirt and all that, I will do all the sewing and stuff like that on stream. But the cutting out, for instance, because of the massive pieces that I have to cut for the cape, this table is not wide enough, so I'll be doing that on the floor as well, and then bring everything to the stream to sew. But the amount of handwork that's going to be into sew, if you look on the oh no, there's an ad starting. So if you look on her cape, all the little frogging, that's what it's called, frogging, that's on there that I have to do. It's like, yeah, that's going to be a lot of work. So, right, let's go and put these together now. I have to put here and there some tape on to make sure that it really does not come apart. Well, yeah. But no pain, no gain, they say, don't they? Let's go with my glove. Right. Do you think that's going to stay there? Yeah, oh, I can't wait. I think this is... I'm trying to control myself from starting the bomb. Because I will have to buy things for it, and, you know, it's cost. So, so I want to start... I've got a lot of the stuff already, so... And that I have at least, you know, something I can wear so I can show. Oh, I need to put my arm in. Because there's a lot of pressure on this side now, because it's getting smaller and smaller. Right. Okay, let's put that there, so that will stay there. Right. Like. That's why I'm so happy as well that my chainsaw, that all the soldering now is done. I need to do some still on the speakers, but most of it is done now. Am I sad that I can't do the stuff that I was planning on? Yeah, I don't think I've got a solution for that yet, but it still can be moving apart if I have to really take things apart. So all right. Okay, you can stay there. Getting to the end. Oh, ad breaking process. I apologize for anybody who's an ad. Who's in ad jail. Let go of my hands. Okay. Alright, everybody's back. Okay. Right, let that dry again. That's the only problem when doing this. Always takes time. Also, I need to look into where to get helium balloons here in Poland. Thinking about the bomb. I have no idea. I don't have kids. It's jabłko I wiśnia, so apple and cherry. Diluted with water because juice has got too much sugar in it, so it's half juice, half water. But yeah, this is apple and cherry. I had to think there for a sec what wiśnia was. So a couple of more minutes and then I'll be able to push them together again. But they look freaking amazing. I'm really happy with these. I can't believe I did it in one go in principle. Yeah, there's another one that I really like. Pomarańcza I brzoskwinia. So that's orange and peach. But when I have that on stream, it's like my hands are see-through. This is a green screen, and my hands, you can see they're blue gloves, but for some reason on the green screen they also become see-through almost. But if I have a yellow drink, the drink is see-through as well, so it's so weird. But yeah, I absolutely love that color, the taste combo. What they are very popular is what's very popular here is apple and mint, and I don't like that. Right. Can I push you together yet? Potentially, let's try. Yeah, the apple and mint. I've there's occasionals that I forgot. I may have bought a can and thought I had just the apple one, and I had apple and mint, and it's like, You have to watch here as well as like in the Netherlands, if you buy water, the still water and the sparkling water have different colors in the bottle. Here they got the same color, and it just has gazowane, sparkling, or nie gazowane, not gassy, on the bottle, but they're always blue. It's freaking pain every time. I'm like, no, that's the right one. Got sparkling water. I mean, you could have half of this juice and have sparkling water and then have sparkling apple and cherry stuff, but sparkling water on its own is, yeah, cursed, I would say that. Alright. Let's try push this together. Oh, this is going to be... Come on. Ah, my arms are not long enough. Okay, let's use the power of tape. kind of what I did with my calf armor as well. I'll have to put some glue on and try that again, but for now, we'll try and get them together. Right. Sparkling water tastes like TV setting. I think that's a good description. Come on, let's go. I have no grip with these. So yeah, the point is not going to be really glued, but I'm just going to fill that with foam clay and then sand it. Just glue as much as I can. Right. Come here, let's go. Right. See how we go with that. Actually, no, you keep there. Oh, I'll have to wait for this a second again, almost. Where are my small pliers? Here we are. Because when I make these holes with the tool, it leaves a little thingy inside. There you go. Right. Don't know why it leaves that little bit in the middle. Where are you going? You're almost dry. Good. That's good. You think you guys are ready to push together? Okay, last little bit for the points. Come on. Ah! Bloody gloves. Okay. Whoa. That light just flickered. There can't be any ghosts in this house because it was new built. So yeah, so I will probably put a little bit of glue there to put that together. Alright, that's come on. It is really the last. There's so much tension on it because it's so small. Right, so let's put some glue on the last bits. Alright, that does dry. Now, because I know I'm gonna go do another glue for a bit, I'm gonna clean the edge here. God damn it. I thought I put the metals. This feels more like punk. The metal playlist, not the punk playlist. Right. Alright, you go there for a second. And this can go. Alright. I'll leave them for a bit. And go and find my super glue. That's not super glue. Do I not have another one? Yes. This one's almost empty. I need 2 more gloves. And 4 magnets. That's there. Don't need 3 because there's another one already there. Yike. Right. How are you guys doing? 1 more minute for that. Then we can start putting the magnets in the helmet. Actually, not the helmet. Because then it's easier to try and put on the horns when I can actually close this, because it actually changes slightly the distinction for the bottom, so I need to do that. There's some stickiness there. We can solve that. It's probably from where I put the tape. Yeah, it is. Oop. I'm not worried about any tape residue because a bit of acetone and it's gone. There we go. Okay. Right, let's push the last corners in. Okay. Just making sure that they're straight-ish. I mean, right. 2 big horns. I mean, somewhere around there. I can't do it in mirror, but yeah. Right, you guys go and be there for drying for a bit while we do the magnets. I know, I was just thinking that when I did it, it's like, okay. Let's not. Going viral, great. Not so great when it's like just useless people. Right. Now. Ah! God damn it. Always happens that the freaking lid glues on the super glue. There we go. That's why we've got pliers. Yeah, this one is almost empty, isn't it? Come on, is anything coming out? No, it's empty. Right, okay. So I have a second one. Alright. Oh, that's too much. Damn it. Now I need you to be absolutely flush. Guess we'll have to use something silicone because silicone and glue are okay. Because the amount of times I glued the fucking magnet to my gloves was, you know. Are you not? Okay. Normally, super glue is very fast. But maybe this magnet is too big for the super glue. Yeah. Don't tell me you're gonna glue to that, but not to fucking helmet. Otherwise, I have to get out the hot glue. I hate working with hot glue. No, I don't hate it, but it's not gluing. It's gluing to everything but the fucking thing. So it worked with the small magnets, it just hasn't worked with the big magnets. I think I need to make them a little bit deeper because they kind of stick up a little bit. Okay, right. Right, this is not working. Give me a second. Oh, I need to plug in. I thought so too, but I'm a bit happy. Oh, it's plugged in. Okay. Alright. I mean, they still need a bit of foam to actually make them pointy because you can't fold the 5mm foam fully over. Warning, by the way, I'm going to make some noise. It's not massively, but I don't know how much it's... Make them a little bit deeper. There we go. Let me go hang over here for a sec, I guess. Oh, and that starts in 30 minutes, by the way, so if you're not a subscriber, you might get an ad. Okay, now it's deep enough. Okay. Why did you not stick? No, that one still needs to be a little bit deeper. Or is it just a little thingy that I need to pull out? Although it's like a flat end, it still seems to leave like a little thing at the end. Damn it. Damn it. God. God. Yeah, that's better. Okay. How about that side? Oh, I need to take the little... No, that should do. Oh, now it's quite. That's quite deep, but that shouldn't be a massive problem. Okay, well, that's fine. It still should attract each other, right? And because it's probably deeper, is why my super glue is not working. Because it worked fine on the chainsword, so. But yeah, I mean, like you can see on the tip, if it wants to focus. I mean, it's not perfect, but I'll be using some foam clay and then sand them so that they're good enough. Because, like I said, it's going to be covered with details as well. Right, let me grab my... I hope it's in here. It feels a bit light. If it's not in here, I don't know where I've put it. Yes! Yes, it does. Oh, it's in here. Excellent. And a hot glue gun. You can see the little local... Oh, I always have problems with this. Yeah, I saw cordless glue gun and I thought, oh hell yeah. Absolutely. Right. Let's plug you in. Ooh. There we go. So how long till the Comic-Con, Chappie? You're the one going to Comic Con, right? I can't remember now. You're a jail. Ah, see? Yeah. I remember correctly. Cool. You've been able to take time off work then, I assume, but or like you're like when you got the job, like I'm sorry, but this weekend I'm not here. Right, while we're waiting for that to dry up, we might as well start working on. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, here we go. That's the one I need, and I need precision craft knife. If I can, why can I never open this one? Now, another thing I need to check. I don't think this one has been sharpened in a while. Yeah. Lilo and Stitch. Oh, that's something different. I'm gonna need my frickin'. Don't laugh. I need my extra eyes because this is small. Actually, I should cut it out. It's not long enough before I go to London. Okay, that works fine. Yeah, I really want to go to a con, but I don't think this year it's going to be of any. I mean, next year I only have one book convention and it's in Berlin, so I can drive to it. So I might do some other conventions. Cosplay conventions. Because I do miss it. Going around to cons. It just hasn't happened for a while. Alright, let's see. Cool. Yeah, I do like the fact that a lot of Comic Cons just have a lot of, book related stuff as well. Or comics. Because, I mean, kind of where it started. Sometimes I feel like they get a bit lost in the fandom of series and movies. Excuse me. Instead of the actual comics. This is fiddly work. If I have to do this for the whole freaking armor, that's going to be interesting. Come on. Right, that's one side. And here we go. Yeah, I think next year I need to look into like what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to enter any competitions, whether I'm just gonna go to a few. Like I said, if I'm wearing either my Sisters of Battle or the Artillery Witch, I need a handler. I need someone there with me, so I need to make sure I've got someone that wants to come with me. Because it's otherwise very difficult. Yeah. Yeah, especially since I'm not going to have a lot of vision in my Artillery Witch. I mean, it's going to be better in my Sisters of Battle. But with the Sisters of Battle, going to the toilet is going to be a lot more problematic with the amount of armor that I'm wearing. So there's little things like that where just having someone to hold your shit. A Cos Squire. Somebody said that. Cos Squire. It's like when a knight has a squire, but this is a Cos Squire. I thought that was a really cool word for a handler. Because it's just a friend, of course. But it's just, yeah. God, this is... So if you're with a group of people, it's, you know, it's also a lot more fun. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where are the lines? Which lines do I have to cut? God damn it, this is so detailed. Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to be able to... Yeah, okay, absolutely. And maybe dehydrate a little. But like, if I think of like wanting to go to like either London or Birmingham MCM, or maybe even Warhammer Fest to wear my Sisters of Battle there, it's... I don't think I can... flying... it's going to be costly because I'm going to have to require like oversized luggage. I have to find a travel container, a safe travel container. It's not a problem bringing oversized luggage because, you know, people do it all the time, but it requires a lot more work. Okay, so that's loose. Okay. It's the one reason I miss being in the UK, but there's many reasons why I'm not in the UK anymore. I wouldn't be able to afford to go back. But yeah, for the Sisters of Battle, it will require me to take off my shoes, my calf armor, my thigh armor, my belt, and probably the shoulder backpack thing. This is why I'm considering maybe going to like some of the German ones, because there's quite a lot of German ones, and then to Germany I can travel by car. I mean, even in the Netherlands I can travel by car. Something I'm going to do in October. So I mean, I can drive to the UK. It just takes a little longer. It takes me a day and a half to get to the Netherlands, and then to take the ferry, which is usually overnight ferry. I don't think they do a day ferry anymore. Right, that part is loose. Right, cut you there. Right. Get in there slowly. But yeah, I'm planning on using like this 1mm foam as like a base, on top of which I can build foam clay to, make the details stand out in 3D. Because I don't think just having 1mm foam is gonna look right. How does this go? This is... Well, it's gonna be topped with foam clay anyway. So because it needs to be, the armor is literally its build up. How are you? Okay, that way around. Okay. Oh, almost. Go. Yeah. Because it's also built up with different strands. So it goes over, it's 3D relief. It's not just a piece of 3D foam on top, so... It's literally like a relief. So it's got different layers on top. It's a very, for that period of time, it's very intricate. No, they didn't really use armor anymore. It's just, show off. If you go to my Blue Sky or my Instagram, on Instagram it's a reel, so I'm not sure how you're going to see it, but on Blue Sky it shows my a little video of how I was drawing, and it's a really close up of the actual relief that I've got on there. And that's why I brought the printout as well, so I can actually see what I'm cutting, what I'm supposed to cut. Alright, that's getting loose, okay. And then cut this way around. Alright, yep, you're that way around. Now cut here. How does this work? Okay, so this way around. I mean, you don't see some of the more detailed bits. Let's see if I can cut them out a little bit. See, that way around. They're going to be like 3D. Right, okay, so that's mostly done. So let's go to the other side. And then once this is done, I'm pretty sure my glue gun will be ready. And there's something in between here, but I didn't draw that out yet. I ran out of time. It's like I need to put this through my cutter because the cutter takes a long time to cut this. Okay, getting there. Okay. This needs to be a circle. Yeah. This is hard. I don't know why I'm still wearing my gloves, but yeah, I am. But this needs to be a little curl, but that's really difficult. But that doesn't. It's okay. Okay, and then you cut here, and then this way, and you can cut you off there for now. And then a little bit in between here. Right. So Where's my faceplate? This is somewhere around here. It's not the full stuff, but that's how intricate it is. And that's only a small piece. Oh, yes, it is. Luckily, so what I'm thinking of doing is gluing this on and then using this as a guide and then using foam clay to go all the way around it. Because these parts there, like these are like leaves that are curled up and these are leaves that curl that way around. And then in between here is also like some bell type flowers. And these are just like there's like normal things that are run around like a single. But that's kind of what I'm working on, and I think that's going to look really, really good. It's going to be intricate and it's going to be a lot of work, but I like making it or as organic as the actual armor was, the original armor. So I have a little bit of an ode to the original armor that he used in his artwork. But yeah. So let's see if we can get, now that the glue gun is leaking, I know that it's warm enough. Put that in there. And make sure I stay hydrated. Yeah, but it's got like, in the middle of the chest armor is like a figurine with the legs open. It's very peculiar. And then it has two, like, you know, the old-fashioned Green Man idea. It's got like a bearded person on the sides with like leaves coming out, so it looks like the Green Man idea. And then it's got a couple of big rosettes with petals going out, and then like a little thing on the like a little like this in the middle. So it's gonna be a massive thing. But so let's see. Come on, why not working? You were leaking before, so why are you not? There we go. Oh, have I got different tubes? Well, my real name is Italian. Where is the magnet? Let's have a magnet. Let's see. But yeah, it's extremely intricate detailing. I mean, why do you suddenly went? Oh, I don't know with these lights. So, while we're waiting on this, might as well. See, on her horns, and I try and point with my mouse, but you can't probably see it, but on her, so in the middle is the bit that I've just done. And if you look on the horns, there's like two flowers with like artwork around it. And this is copied from the chest armor. But that's like the flower that I'm talking about. Like, it's, so I need to, just having the 1mm foam, I don't think will work, especially since it's not that detailed. But it'd be a great guide to see where I have to add some foam clay to make the organic shapes and the flower shapes. But you can see also on the sides there's like a face, a gnome's face. I don't know what it is, but it looks like the Green Man from the Wiccan religion. So, but yeah. And then there's like detailing going around, and it's just if I have a base and I know where to go, I can just use my sculpting tools and foam clay to just create them. So yeah. Right, did that work? Yeah, that worked. Excellent. So, if I try. That is pretty good. Cool. Right. Alright, we go there. And now I have to make sure. Where's that magnet? Oh, there. Make sure I do it this way. Right, let that dry. Right. Taking magnets apart is a pain. Right. Make sure I put it the right way around. Okay. Yep. No, fuck. Why do I do this? Yes. Come on. You go this way around. It wouldn't be the first time I put in magnets the wrong way around. Come on. Go in. Okay, okay, okay. Hopefully. Are you fully in? Okay. Okay. Actually, you can go there and stay there for a little bit while I fill up this hole. Ah, see, this is why I don't use hot glue. It came out. Right, so let's try and make sure. You go in there. Let's put an extra layer of glue on. Because the magnets will work through the glue, so... Alright, did that work? Yeah, I can cut off any excess, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, one of the reasons I prefer to use super glue, but it's not the first time that happened, so really strong. But because the only other thing I can do is put a little layer of foam on it, because then it will not. Tia, good evening. How are you today? Oh, the horns are together. Oop. They're glued. I'm having a bit of a fight with the magnets on the helmet. Oh no! Is you're just editing at the moment? Just one of the magnets came out, even though it was glued in. So it's like, hope it doesn't happen again, because otherwise. Right, let's see. Come on. Get in. Why can you not go in? Is that because all the glue is in there? Yeah, I thought so. Damn it! Whoa. Just a warning. A little bit of drilling sound. Oh. Come on. This is becoming an issue. Yeah, it's the glue. $611? Wow. You narrowed it down? Oh, wow. That's a lot. At least you have 32 done. I mean... Right. Yeah, the amount of pictures you find of me with my eyes half closed because, you know, mid-blink. Come on, why are you not? There you go. Okay. May have eaten the foam a little bit, but we'll fill that up. But yeah, I mean, I can imagine. I hate, yeah, I'm not good with pictures. Although, you know, I really, once I get these cosplays done, I really want to get some good pictures. You know, I've been looking at like cool places where I would be able to like ruins and stuff like that. Oh yeah, this one it won't be an issue. It'd be just making sure that the smoke is visible and stuff like that. Just having that. Oh, why is this so fucking problematic? God. Come on, go in. I mean, there we go. Right, I really hope this doesn't get pulled out again. I really didn't want to put any glue on top because it looks ugly. I might have to just put a yeah, see, it still comes out. Yeah. This one just doesn't want to stick in. The others stay in. Well, let's test that. Let's test the bottom ones. Yes, it needs the top ones to be able to fully close. Ah. This is not working. I am going to have a problem. That's my assembling block. Because I really thought 2 of these magnets should be strong enough to hold this closed. Okay. I'm always open to suggestions. Whether I take them or not is a different question. There's no disrespect to anybody, but yeah. So maybe the second one's 1 millimeter. It's this thin. Yeah, so I'm thinking of like putting a cover over it. But this, how do the others stay in? But that one, just that one doesn't stay in. I wonder if I can just try and use some more super glue again. You mean like a strap? It would still have the same problem, I think, of pulling apart. Because the only other thing I can think of is that I have to redesign this how this is curling around. So that I have to, I don't know, how am I gonna... Alright, I'm trying my super glue again. Yeah. Right, let that dry for a bit. I've never been happy with using hot glue. It's just that I tried the first time I tried the super glue and it didn't stick, and I pulled it out. So I thought maybe I need to use hot glue because they're bigger magnets. Because the only other thing I can think of is actually literally putting a piece of foam on top of here, because that will hold them definitely in. Because foam to foam is solid. Because at the moment, because of the hot glue, it just looks ugly. So that's what always annoys me when I do this. Not long enough. You're long enough. Let that dry for a little bit. Time for a drink. The only other thing I can think of otherwise as well is maybe putting some elastic in so I can pull it over my head and the elastic holds it together, but right. Because the only other thing is like to have like a piece that goes here and goes around. Because I do ask a lot from the foam. Right, let me hope and try. Nope, it falls out. For some reason, super glue worked really well on my chainsaws, but it does not say. It's just that one. It's just one. Nope. Yeah, oh yeah, the polarity is right. It's not pushing him away. It's pulling it. It's literally so strong that it pulls it out of the hole. It's just the other two stay fine. It's just this one. Right, I'm gonna make some space where the foam is. Because this is becoming so ugly, I might have to do the whole fucking helmet. Yeah, see what happens is like you see it now here. It's like it literally pulls out the magnet, even a piece of... So the magnet's out now. It's just that one hole. The other two have stayed. The other two work. The two bottom ones work. They don't fall out. It's just one that's if I pull this. See, the other one stays in as well. It's just that one. There's just 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4 is not staying in. And I don't understand why. The others have all stayed in. The thing is, it's now full of glue, and then it's probably going to stick out if I pull it in again. Oh no, it's still deep enough. Okay. Right, if I can call... I need to take my gloves off. I need my dexterity. So what I think I'm going to do and try is to glue it back in and glue a thin piece of foam over it and use contact cement. But I just need to have enough points on this for the foam to be able to glue onto the other foam, because that's pretty much contact cement. It's pretty powerful, and I did a test and that works. So I don't understand why all 3 work and 1 just fucking doesn't want to do it. Yeah, see, I can... These don't fall out. It's just that one. See, these just stay in. Not a problem. Right. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can... Sorry, noise again. Because I really need this to work for the faceplate magnets as well. It needs to be strong enough to hold the whole faceplate on. That's why I'm using 6. Do you fit in without sticking out? Not really. Right. So frustrating. Where's my... Alright, nice again. That should do it. All kinds of glue on my little, like, damn it. Just want to test to see if you're deep enough. Yeah, okay, that's deep enough. Alright, let's see if it works this time or not. Well, let me make sure the hot glue is hot. God damn it, this is a lot of work. I wanted to have more done today! God damn it! That should fit there. So that will cover as well the ugliness of the magnets. But let's try and make sure. I've got another long piece I could use. It's easy to know because it's 10mm foam, so I know I only need to cut 10mm. Right. Oh, the freaking small bits. Oh, did I, JR, did you see the detailing that I did for the test? If not, I'll show you in a minute. Ah! So, on my Blue Sky, or even on my Instagram, I showed a little detail where I was tracing this on my graphics program, which is part of the detailing in the middle. And then I cut it out on my little silhouette. And it doesn't cut fully through 1mm foam. So I cut it out by hand. And although it's not going to stay like this is just going to be like the first layer that gives me the outline of where everything's going to be. So, because like these petals and these things are all like relief, so they're like bigger, and there's like flowers here in the middle. So I can, and then like these are also like wheat sheaves. So I can start building up on top of it with foam clay to make it look better. But yeah, that's part of this. You know, it's gonna be time consuming. So, right, let's give it another try and see if I can get this. Where's the magnet? There. So I know this way it goes in. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's the right size, so that's good to know. So I'll be able to work all the other details in it from that. Why are you fighting me? Stay there and be a good little magnet. So, right, I'm going to put a little bit on top. Will it be a cosplay without fucking hot glue burns? Why not? Come on. Right, come on. Be a good little magnet and stay. Let's not fuck about it. Let's just leave it. Leave it to dry and you go sit there for a second. And stop being a fucking pain. Right. Because that's... hopefully if I glue these on, it will stop doing that. But if it doesn't pull strong enough, then I have to really think of something else. 2 magnets should be strong enough to pull 2 things together. Right. Shit. I didn't mark these. Which side is which? Uh-oh. I think that's the front. Nah, I was gonna say, where is it? So it needs to be higher. There. That's it. I still have to, like... Actually, I can just fill it up with filler, but... I need to make a tiny bit... So for the sides to sit properly on, I need to cut away a little bit of the sides of the horns. I already did it at the top, but... Almost like this, a bevel cutter would be nice. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Actually, I don't want to cut the bottom because that's where it's fine now. And just slowly we'll go up. Okay. Now let's have a look at the other side. Yeah, same. Nope, come here. Okay. Right, perfect. Right, so now I have to do some marking so that I can, once we know if these magnets work, I can glue the freaking horns on. Where is my marker? There is my marker. Okay. You come here. Right, let's see. You go there and there. I think that was what I had. And get the scale. No. That's it. So okay. Alright. Now, shall I glue on these side pieces first before I try and see if this works? Might as well do that first. I have to cut. I think. We may have succeeded. Alright, get some glue out. do this first. I put a couple of drops of super glue on the magnets so that they stick to the oh, why am I closing it? I need to do the other side as well. I'm an idiot. Right. Right, let's that dry. Stay there. Don't stick to my finger. Thank you very much. God damn it! Alright. Wait till this dry and we can test. It's always weird when you have to wait for glue to dry before you can stick it on, but yeah, one of those things. Alright. Oh yeah, I said I was going to put glue on glue on glue. Right. Nothing a bit of sanding, filling. Ooh. Alright, let's try. No, that one doesn't work at all. Have I put them the wrong way around? Ah, you gotta be kidding me. I put them the wrong way around. Ah, you got to be kidding me. After all the things I did, I think I need to stop today and see how I can fix this. I tested it to make sure that it was the right way around. I made a mistake. Alright. I need to go and stop then. Lisa stays in now. Yeah, it was the wrong way around. Ah, I'm so annoyed now. Yeah. I've done it correctly the first time because when I connected them, it literally pulled it out because it was stuck to the other side. This time, I must have accidentally turned it the wrong side around. And it fucked up. And I must have fucked up because I was so concentrating on trying to get this in. Because I always check it by putting the magnet on the other side, so I know which side has to go in. And now it doesn't go out, of course. Now it doesn't pull out. So I have to remove this. The fourth one that just wouldn't do it. I will have to look if I can salvage this or whether I'm going to have to cut a new piece. Or I need to make a new piece here, cut this off, then glue the new piece on. So, yeah, fucked up. So annoying. Yeah, I'll have to figure that one out. Anyways, the horns are together. They're glued. And is it this side that I've done? No, that's that side. I've done some work on the inside to make them a little bit more so that when they go there, and then I've got a registration mark here, and then a registration mark where the bottom needs to be there. Ooh. So yeah, the horn will be glued next week, which I wanted to do today, but yeah, fuckery at foot. Anyways, I am going to check if there's anybody to send myself to, but I might not be in the mood to chat with anybody, so we'll see. We will see! Right. Let's have a look. I'm freaking annoyed with myself. Every time I checked it, it was correct. Right. And my alarm to feed my gecko is going off, so... Is there anybody... Oh, there's nobody I'm following. Let me see if anybody from Jellies. Nope. And lots of German ones. Or maybe if I go check. It seems to be Warhammer Wednesday. Didn't know that was a thing. Don't see anybody doing Trans Crusades. Not in English anyway. Nope. Okay. Right. I am going to... Yeah, there's loads of makes crafting, but there's nothing that is like cosplay related or... Lots of crocheting, knitting, 3D printing. Oh, made me jump. Yeah, there's just so... Some people have like not even in the stream what they're doing, and it's like, well, how am I supposed to know what you're doing? How can I... So yeah, I'm gonna be just being a boring person. Because I know it kind of annoyed me that after all the times that I've done it incorrectly and it pulled out because it was pulling out because it was correctly inserted, I now put it the wrong way around, and I need to just go sit down and see if I can take it out. If not, I just like cut that off and redo it, and redo a piece, and see if I can get it working. But I annoyed myself enough now that I'm like, I need to stop now because, yeah. So I need to go and chill before I go to bed because I have work tomorrow. So, yeah. Anyway, so we at least done some things. We've done the horns. The horns are together. I'll have to, sand them and clean them up a little bit, and then next week we can glue them on if we can fix the fucking helmet, or if I have to redo one part of it. I've showed you the little detail work that I've done. So that's for the faceplate, which is the right kind of level that I think that's going to be. So that's going to be the way I'm going to do. And other than that, we didn't do much because I fucked up the fucking the batteries. Why do I keep calling magnets batteries? I really don't understand my brain sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna make a brew because we need that. I'm gonna feed the gecko and I'm gonna chill. And tomorrow while I'm working in my breaks, I will have a look at this and see if we can fix this. And then next week we can do the horns. Gluing the horns on and look at the faceplate. Because the faceplate needs to be done as well. If I can't get these magnets to work, I have 6 on the helmet and 6 on the faceplate to do. So I need to figure out a way of doing them properly where they stick in. Because I don't understand why super glue didn't work when it does work on my chainsaw. And then out of the 4 that I did, 1 did not work with the hot glue. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, next week, continue on this. Saturday, I'll be back at 4 o'clock Central European time, 3 o'clock UK time, and whatever time you are in. And I'll be working on the chainsaw. We are quite far with that, so hopefully we can finish the handle. I will do some painting. I'll just put a base layer of paint on. So that I can put it together enough that that all works. So have a good night, everybody, or a good morning, or a good afternoon, depending on where you are. I will see you all Saturday or next week, depending on what